Good morning children. In the last class we have done up to practice zone 2 in textbook. Today let us do practice zone 3 in page number 107 textbook. Okay children. Today let us do practice zone 3 in page number 107 textbook. Now I am reading the question. There are 250 students in a school. If the number of boys in the school is 120, find the ratio of number of girls to the number of boys, number of boys to the total number of students, number of girls to the total number of students. So here the total number of students is given and the number of boys is given. First we have to find out the number of girls and then we have to find out the ratio of girls to boys, boys to total students and girls to total students. Okay children, now let us start the sum. So first let us write down the total number of students. So total number of students. Here how many students are there? There are 250 students. There are 250 students. Out of which there are 120 boys. So number of boys. Number of boys is equals to 120. Number of boys is equals to 120. Total number of students is 250. Number of boys is 120. Now we have to find out the number of girls. So number of girls. Number of girls is equals to, we have to do the subtraction to find out the number of girls. So 0 minus 0 is 0, 5 minus 2 is 3, 2 minus 1 is 1. So there are 130 girls. So the number of boys is 120, the number of girls is 130. Now we have to find out the given ratios. So the first question is number of girls to the number of boys. Ratio of girls to boys. Now we have to find out the ratio of girls to boys. So how many girls are there? There are 130 girls. And how many boys are there? There are 120 boys. So the ratio of girls to boys is 130 is to 120. The ratio of girls to boys is 130 is to 120. Let us cancel the zeros. So now the ratio will become 13 is to 12. Now let us do the B question. What is the B question? Number of boys to the total number of students. We have to find out the ratio of boys to total students. Now we have to find out the ratio of boys to the total students. So how many boys are there? There are 120 boys. And what is the total strength? The total strength is 250. So 120 is to 250. Let us cancel the zeros. So the ratio is 12 is to 25. So the ratio is 12 is to 25. Now let us find out the C question. Now let us do the C question. Okay children? So what is the C question? So the C question is, we have to find out the number of girls to the total number of students. Ratio of girls to total number of students. Ratio of girls to total number of students. So here, how many girls are there? There are 130 girls. There are 130 girls and the total strength is 250. And the total strength is 250. So 130 is to 250. Now let us simplify it by cancelling the zeros. So the ratio is 13 is to 25. Okay children? In this question, in the A question, first girls to boys is given. So first we have to write down the strength of the girls and then the strength of the boys. In the second question, in the B question, boys to total students is given. So first we have to write down the strength of the boys, then the total strength. Okay children. In the C question, the ratio of girls to total students is given. First girls is given, then the total strength is given. So first we have to write down the strength of the girls and then the total strength. Okay children. So this is the way of doing the sum. Now let us do the workbook for the chapter ratios. Okay children. Now let us do the workbook for the chapter ratios. Okay children. By practice zone 3, textbook is completed. Okay children. By completing the practice zone 3, textbook is completed. So now let us do the workbook for the chapter ratio. Okay children. So all of you open page number 84 workbook. Now let us do page number 84 in workbook. Let us do the first question. Okay children. Now we are doing the first question in page number 84 workbook. So the question is, express the following as ratio and reduce them to their lowest form. Here some numbers are given. We have to express them as ratio and also we have to find out the lowest value. So let us do the A sum. Let us do the A sum in first question. So the first one is the ratio of 4 to 8. The ratio of 4 to 8, which means 4 is to 8, which means it is 4 is to 28 children. It is 4 is to 28. So all of you write down 4 is to 28. Now let us simplify this to its lowest form. Okay children. So 4 and 28 are in 4th table. 4 goes in 4 one time and 4 goes in 28 7 times. So the lowest form of 4 is to 28 is 1 is to 7. Okay children. Now let us do the B sum. The ratio of 6 to 48, which means it is equals to 6 is to 48. 6 is to 48. Now let us find out the lowest form of this ratio. So 6 and 48 are in 6th table. 6 goes in 6 one time and 6 goes in 48. Sorry children, this is 42. Okay, this is 42. So 6 goes in 6 one time, 6 goes in 42 7 times. Okay children. Now let us do the C sum. The ratio of 9 to 54. The ratio of 9 to 54. The ratio of 9 to 54, which means 9 is to 54. Now we have to write down 9 is to 54 to its lowest form. So 9 goes in 9 one time and 9 goes in 54 6 times. 9 and 54 are in 9 table. So 9 goes in 9 one time, 9 goes in 54 6 times. Okay children, now let us do the D sum. The ratio of 11 to 121. The ratio of 11 to 121, which means 11 is to 121. 11 and 121 are in 11 table. 11 and 121 are in 11 table. So let us write down this in its lowest form. 11 goes in 11 one time and 11 goes in 121 11 times. So the answer is 1 is to 11. Now let us do the E sum. The ratio of 15 to 125, which is equals to 15 is to 125. 15 is to 125. Now let us write down 15 is to 125 in its lowest form. Okay children, 15 and 125 are in 5 table. 5 was in 15 3 times and 5 was in 125 25 times. So 3 is the 25. 3 is to 25 is the lowest form of 15 is to 125. Now let us do the F sum. The ratio of 18 to 222. So let us write it as 18 is to 222. 18 and 222 are in 2 table. Okay children? 18 and 222 are in 2 table because these two are even numbers, so they will be in 2 table. 2 goes in 18 9 times and 2 goes in 222 111 times. Now let us further simplify it. Okay children, now let us further simplify. 9 is to 111. So 3 table goes in 9 3 times. 3 table goes in 9 3 times and 3 table goes in 111 27 times. 3 goes in 111 27 times. Sorry children, 37 times. It goes 37 times. 3 goes in 111 37 times. So the answer is 3 is to 37. Okay children, this is the way of doing the first question. Now let us do the second question. Now let us do the second question. Okay children. So now I am reading the second question. Write the equivalent ratios of the following ratios. So here some ratios are given. We have to write down the equivalent ratios for those ratios. The first one is 1 by 5. So now let us write down the equivalent ratios for 1 by 5. So you all know that equivalent ratios are got by multiplying the numerator and denominator by same number. So let us multiply 1 by 5 with 2. 1 2s are 2, 2 5s are 10. So I have multiplied 1 by 5 with 2. So equivalent ratios are got by multiplying the numerator and denominator with a common number. So now I have multiplied 1 by 5 with 2. So 1 2s are 2, 2 5s are 10. 2 5s are 10. For writing the next equivalent ratio, let us multiply 1 by 5 with 3. 1 3s are 3, 3 5s are 15, 3 5s are 15. So the equivalent ratios for 1 by 5 are 2 is to 10, 3 is to 15. Now let us do the B sum. Now let us write down the equivalent ratios for 9 by 11. First let us multiply 9 by 11 by 2 by 2. 9 2s are 18, 11 2s are 22. Now let us multiply 11 with 3, 3 by 3 to write down the next equivalent ratio. 9 3s are 27, 11 3s are 33. Here I have multiplied 9 by 11 with 2 by 2 and 9 by 11 with 3 by 3. So I got the equivalent ratios. Now let us do C sum. 3 by 7 is equals to, first let us multiply 3 by 7 with 2 by 2. First let us multiply 3 by 7 with 2 by 2 and then 3 by 7 with 3 by 3. So 3 2s are 6 and 7 2s are 14. So the equivalent ratio for 3 by 7 is 6 is to 14. Now let us write down the second equivalent ratio. For that let us multiply 3 by 7 with 3 by 3. 3 3s are 9, 7 3s are 27. So the equivalent ratios for 3 by 7 are 6 is to 14 and 9 is to 27. Now let us do the D sum. So let us multiply 13 by 5 into 2 by 2 and 13 by 5 into 3 by 3. So 13 2s are 26. 26 is to 5 2s are 10. So now let us multiply 3 by 5 with 3 by 3. Sorry, 13 by 5 with 3 by 3. 13 3s are 39 is to 5 3s are 15. Okay children, 26 is to 10 and 39 is to 15 are the equivalent ratios for 13 by 5. Now let us do the sum. Let us multiply 3 by 4 with 2 by 2 and 3 by 4 with 3 by 3. Okay children, 3 2s are 6, 4 2s are 8. 6 is to 8 is the equivalent ratio for 3 by 4. Now let us multiply it with 3 by 3. 3 3s are 9, 4 3s are 12. So 6 is to 8 and 9 is to 12 are equivalent ratios for 3 by 4. Now let us do the F sum. 6 by 7. Now let us multiply 6 by 7 with 2 by 2 and 6 by 7 with 3 by 3. 6 2s are 12, 7 2s are 14. 12 is to 14 is the equivalent ratio for 6 by 7. Now let us multiply 6 by 7 with 3 by 3 and write down the next equivalent ratio. 6 3s are 18, 7 3s are 21. So the equivalent ratios for 6 by 7 are 12 is to 14 and 18 is to 21. Okay children, now let us do the fourth sum. Let us do the fourth sum. Sorry children, let us do the third sum. Let us do the third sum. Okay children. Find the ratio of the following in the lowest form. So here some questions are given and you have to find the ratios in the lowest form. There are 12 red balls and 16 blue balls. So red balls, how many red balls are there? There are 12 red balls and 16 blue balls in a bag. How many blue balls are there? 16 blue balls. So there are 12 red balls and 16 blue balls. Now we have to find out the ratios. Here we have to find out the ratio of blue balls to red balls. The ratio of blue balls to red balls. Now we have to write down the ratio of blue balls to red balls. First here it is given blue balls and next it is given red balls. So first we have to write down the value of blue balls and then we have to write down the value of red balls. So what is the number of blue balls? Blue balls is, there are 16 blue balls. And how many red balls are there? There are 12 red balls. So 16 is to 12 is the ratio. Here the value of blue ball is asked first and then the value of red ball is asked. So first we have to write down the value of blue balls and then we have to write down the value of red balls. Now let us simplify this ratio. So 16 and 12 are in 4 table. 16 goes in 4 table 4 times. Sorry children, 4 goes in 16 4 times. 4 goes in 12 3 times. 4 is to 3 is the simplest form of 16 is to 12. Now let us do the B sum. Sorry children, let us do the next one. What is the next one? The ratio of red balls to blue balls. Now we have to write down the ratio of red balls to blue balls. Now we have to write down the ratio of red balls to blue balls. First we have to write down the value of red balls and then you have to write down the value of blue balls. Here there are 12 red balls and 16 blue balls. So the ratio is 12 is to 16. Now we have to simplify the ratio to its lowest form. 12 and 16 are in 4 table. So 4 goes in 12 3 times and 4 goes in 16 4 times. So the ratio is 3 is to 4. Now let us do the B sum. Now let us do the B sum. Rahul has 8 pencils and 4 erasers. So how many pencils are there? Rahul is having 8 pencils and 4 erasers. So Rahul is having 8 pencils and 4 erasers. Now we have to find out the ratio of pencils to eraser. Now we have to find out the ratio of pencils to erasers. Here pencils is given first. So you have to write down the value of pencil first. So how many pencils are there? 8 pencils. And next erasers is given. So how many erasers are there? There are 4 erasers. So the ratio is 8:4. Now we have to simplify the ratio. 8 and 4 are in 4 table. 4 goes in 8 2 times. So 4 goes in 4 1 time. So 8:4 in the lowest form is 2:1. Okay children. Now we have to find out the ratio of erasers to pencils. Erasers to pencils. Now we have to find out the ratio of erasers to pencils. So how many erasers are there? There are 4 erasers and 8 pencils. Here first eraser is asked and then pencils is asked. So first we have to write down the value of erasers and then the value of pencils. Now let us write the lowest form of this ratio. 4 goes in 4 1 time. 4 goes in 8 2 times. So the lowest ratio of 4:8 is 1:2. Okay children. Now let us do the C sum. Now let us do the C sum. Okay children, you do the third C sum for homework. You do the third C sum for homework. Now let us do the fourth sum. Now let us do the fourth sum. So complete the grid with the equivalent ratio. Here a grid is given and you have to complete the grids. Okay children. Number 1 is to number 2. Number 1 is to number 2. In the first box 4:3 is given. In the second box only 6 is given. In the third box 12:, only the number 1 is given and the number 2 is not given. In the third box only number 1 is given and number 2 is not given. Okay, number 2 is, okay children, number 1 is not given, number 2 is given. And in the fourth box, both the numbers are given. Now we have to find out the missing numbers using the equivalent ratios. Here 4:3 is given. How will you get 6? When you multiply 3 with 2, you will get 6. So here also you have to multiply 4 with 2. Then 4 2s are 8. Okay children. Now how will you get 12? If you multiply 4 with 3, you are getting 12. If you multiply 4 with 3, you are getting 12. So here also you have to multiply 3 with 4. 3 4s are how much? Sorry children. Here if you multiply 4 with 3, you are getting 12. So here you have to multiply 3 with 3. So 3 3s are 9. If you multiply 4 with 3, you are getting 12. So here you have to multiply 3 with 3. So 3 3s are 9. Okay children, if you multiply 3 with 4, you are getting 12. So here you have to multiply 4 with 3. So you will get, no, if you multiply 3 with 4, you are getting 12. So here you have to multiply 4 with 4. Then you will get 16. Okay children. Now let us do the second grid. Now let us do the second grid. B. Length of room breadth of room length of room and breadth of room are given. So we have to find out the equivalent ratios. Okay children, in the first box 6 and 2 are given. In the second box 36 is given. In the third box only 14 is given. In the fifth box 6 is given. And in the last box 54 is given. Now we have to find out the missing numbers in the box. Okay children, when you multiply 6 with 6 you will get 36. So you have to multiply 2 with 6. 2 6 are 12. Similarly, if you multiply 2 with 7 you will get 14. So here you have to multiply 6 with 7. 6 7s are 42. Again, if you multiply 2 with 3 you will get 6. If you multiply 2 with 3 you will get 6. So you have to multiply 6 with 3. 6 3s are 18. Okay children. So if you multiply 6 with 9 you are getting 54. If you multiply 6 with 9 you are getting 54. Similarly you have to multiply 2 with 9. So you will get 18. Okay children. So all of you do third C and fourth C sums for homework. In fourth sum I have completed AB sums. You do the C sum for homework. Similarly in the third sum I have completed AB sums. You do the C sum for homework. All of you do third C and fourth C sums for homework. That's all for today's class. Okay, bye.